Swami Sarupanand Ji, Honorable Chancellor, Chinmaya Vishwavidyapith, Professor Nagaraj Neerchal, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Apparao Mukkamala, Managing Trustee, Trustees, Deans, Teachers, Parents and dear students, Ellavarkum Ente Namaskaram. I am happy to address the first convocation of Chinmaya Vishwavidyapith Kochi, which is a deemed to be university under the de novo category. Let me at the outset offer my humble pranams to the sacred memory of Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayanand Ji, who lives through his mission over 2.5 decades after his Mahasamadhi. I also congratulate all the students who are receiving their degrees today and wish them greater success in their future academic and other endeavors. I am informed that this Vishwavidyapith has been established to preserve Indian cultural heritage and its knowledge traditions through higher education. It has so far succeeded in offering undergraduate and postgraduate courses with emphasis on Sanskrit, while also addressing the needs of current-day education in society, commerce, management, and psychology. It is commendable that this institution, founded on the principles of spirituality, purity, practicality, and innovation, endeavors to blend the time-tested wisdom of India with present-day knowledge fields. Such a blend of the ancient and the new was an ideal upheld by Swami Chinmayanand Ji in his lectures and writings, which were rooted in Sanatan ethos. We remember how Swami Chinmayanand Ji's scholarly lectures on philosophy had brought steadiness and confidence into the minds of learners all over the world. His interpretation of Bhagavad Gita, the song Celestial, was like a spiritual tonic to millions of minds. I am sure that the students who pass out of this university would draw inspiration from the spiritual legacy bequeathed by Swamiji, who was a teacher par excellence. A convocation marks the culmination of a course of study, but it is not conclusion of the process of education. Instead, it opens a gate towards new avenues of learning, since the 21st century considers education as a lifelong process of acquisition of knowledge, upgrading of skills, and refinement of attitudes. Education seeks to ensure the emancipation of mind by developing it through knowledge. Philosophers like Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan believed that education should initiate us into a higher life and spirit. He saw in every student a wayfarer in spirit and believed that students should aim at acquiring not only learning but culture, that refinement of the soul which we define as Atma Sanskriti. In short, education needs to awaken our mind and our sensibilities. This refinement or Atma Sanskriti enhances one's stature to that of a scholar. The real worth of a scholar has been defined in one of our scripture, Vidvatvam cha nirpatvam cha na eva tulye kadachat swadeshe pujyate raja vidwan sarvatra pujyate. Scholarship and kingship are not comparable. A king is respected in his own land, whereas the scholar is respected everywhere. But this respect also comes with great responsibility of employing one's education to serve society. Every university, in the discharge of its social functions, strives to develop high standards in research, innovation, and dissemination of knowledge. The graduates of a university are duty bound to place the problems of human living at the heart of every academic pursuit and serve humanity by using their wisdom. But we cannot expect solution to all human problems from the classroom and the textbooks. Here I am reminded of Swami Chinmayanand Ji, to whom true philosophy did not mean a pile of books or rigorous set of rules or dogmas. To him, it gave only stimulation, like placing the lamp in our hands so that we find our way. Aim of any university should be to help students to think right and act nobly. It places a lamp in our hands which sheds light on our path ahead. But it will be our thoughts and actions for human welfare that would make it brighter. Indian thought always considered universal welfare as the greatest bliss. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukh bhag bhavet. It is such a bliss that every educated mind should strive to attain by serving society with one's knowledge. I wish every student and graduate in Chinmaya Vidyapit success in achieving this bliss through education. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Valre Nandi, Jai Hind.
Our happiness is limitless as we make history today. First convocation for the first batch of students graduating from the first of its kind university, Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapit, that integrates ancient knowledge with contemporary knowledge. As I stand here today with no podium in between us, but rather in the presence of the great visionary, Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda, who had this great vision for value-based education and for higher education to build the bridge between the East and the West, the past and the present, spirituality and science, Pandit and public, tradition and technology, and equip the present generation with that knowledge by which their learnings can make an impact on their life and the world itself. We have a great, rich heritage from the past which we have neglected. Those knowledge systems that give us a certain way of thinking to make such great discoveries that they did centuries and millenniums ago. At the same time, there are wonderful discoveries we've had in modern society also, sometimes just reinventing the wheel. However, if we are equipped with the knowledge from the past and with the adventure spirit of discoveries in the present, we can make a great difference in our life and have an impact on the world and create a well-needed difference. When I was in school, a lesson I learned, which I share with you, and which has been with me all my life, that life is a learning process. Our learning should never come to an end. There is no limit to the knowledge that we can gain. When in college, I realized that knowledge is not mere information gathering. Rather, what I understand and what I do with that knowledge. When I ventured forth into the work field, I realized that that knowledge which I put into practice, which I am intelligent enough and alert enough to remember and bring into my practice, becomes my wisdom. And when I met the greatest of all teachers and personalities, Swami Chinmayananda, I learned that that knowledge which gives me a sense of responsibility, that my living should help many live. My success must bring success to many. Each one of us wants success. Pujya Gurudev used to say, we are all born to succeed. Yet, few people get what they want and find fulfillment. Fewer are people whose success is of some significance that would have had impact on their life and in the life of many. But very few people attain greatness. And they are those people who have that sense of responsibility that my living should benefit many others. My success should include the success of many. This rich knowledge that has been given to us in all our ancient knowledge systems, we have a responsibility to keep on studying and spreading this knowledge. We have a responsibility to the world. We have the responsibility to ourselves to unleash that potential that lies in each one of us. When we hear about the greatness that we can achieve, very often we are overcome with fear. You have been pioneers. You have been daring to come to such a university, a new university with a new concept in education. Have the confidence that you can face an adventure in life bravely. It is not that fears will not come into us, and bravery is not an absence of fear, but is to be dedicated to our goal, and higher and nobler our goal, greater will be the dynamism and power in us. And when, with that love and sense of responsibility, we work towards our goal, we can overcome any obstacle, overcome any fear, and reach our goal. Each one of you has your own uniqueness, which is neither greater nor lesser than anyone. You have a very special place in this universe. Have the confidence that you can do something great. This is what education should bring in us. That means by which we attain this greatness. I congratulate each and every one of you, your parents, and all the teachers and staff who have contributed to this success. I also express my gratitude to all the people around the world, in whichever way they have contributed to make this great vision of grandeur and love possible. I invoke the blessings of Bhagwan and of the great masters on all of you.
Dear CVBNs, it is such a great joy for me to be in this occasion of the first convocation of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth. You are all truly blessed, for you have studied in this great university established by the saint and luminary Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayanandaji, whose great vision it was to integrate Indian knowledge systems with contemporary knowledge fields. The first batches especially are truly blessed because they have the rare fortune of having studied right at the birth home of Sri Adi Shankaracharya. As you graduate from the university, remember, you are ever a CVVN. Once a CVVN, ever a CVVN. So even as you live your life, you are the torch bearer of this great vision of Chinmaya Vishwavidyapeeth. We wish you all success, all happiness, and all fulfillment as you go through your life and as you succeed and achieve great things, bring great glory to our nation, and bring great happiness to this world. The foundational principles of Chinmaya Vishwavidyapeeth are ever enshrined in you. These foundational principles are purity, spirituality, applicability, and innovation. You all have been bestowed with the knowledge in its purest form of Indian knowledge wisdom. Even as you studied your various courses, you have got this knowledge in its very pure form. Now, hold on to that, cherish that. With that knowledge, you also ensure that even as you do whatever you are doing in your life, this knowledge keeps flowering and nourishing your life. Now, the knowledge that you have gained, unless it is applied in day-to-day life, the knowledge doesn't add value. An ounce of practice is worth tons of knowledge, applicability. As you go through life ups and downs, what will stand you in good stead, will help you to manage all challenges, is a spiritual wisdom. Cherish it. And now, whenever any difficulties, challenges come, nothing is impossible for you if you have the capacity to innovate. So thus, with purity, spirituality, applicability, and innovation, conquer the world. Nothing is impossible. You will achieve all that your heart wishes for. You will be capable of everything that you dream and desire. May the Lord's grace and Pujya Gurudev's blessings be ever with you. And hold on the flag of Chinmaya Vishwavidyapeeth always high. This is your place. You're always welcome. And not only you are always welcome, inform everybody about this great university and ensure that everybody has got a blessings to come and go through the portals of this great university, the Chinmaya Vishwavidyapeeth. Lots of love, best wishes and prayers. Thank you very much. Hari.
Hari Om. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. In 2003, Youth Empowerment Program was conceived and implemented by Swami Mitranandaji. This is a value-based leadership program with the objective that the youth empower themselves and empower other youngsters. It is a one-year program where the youth are trained for 3 months in fundamentals of Vedanta, Hindu culture, Sanskrit, Vedic chanting. They also learn life skills, communication skills, team building, leadership, public speaking, etc. Travel across the country, various projects, assignments, field visits are also a part of the training. Once the training is completed, they are posted to various Chinmaya Mission centers, and there they serve by sharing the knowledge they have acquired with other youngsters, teenagers, children through camps, workshops, treks, various cultural performances, They also engage in creative activities like writing a book, assisting in making films, videos, conducting competitions. Many of them also serve in villages. They take part in national programs, and they also help in the organizational work of the Chinmay Mission Center they are posted in. So this way, 3 months of training, 9 months of service is a part of this course, and the course can be summarized beautifully when we say, learn for 3 months, serve for 9 months, and grow for life. The program was called as PGDYEP, Postgraduate Diploma in Youth Empowerment and Philosophy. The training of the students of YEP 11 was done in Chinmay Vibhuti, in Chinmay International Foundation, in Chinmay Pradeep at Powai, and the Tara Cultural Trust. During the training, the students have gone through the following 15 subjects, including their field training. They have given 44 tests, which included written tests, project submissions, assignments, evaluations, practical demonstrations, etc. They have also completed the Sulabh Sanskrit course and the Bhagavad Gita course from Chinmay International Foundation. They have served with great inspiration in the centers that they have been posted, and they have also been a part of a national camp called Be There for the self, for the country, for the culture. This was a camp which had 700 youngsters from across the country and some from abroad also. This camp was organized by All India Chinmay Yuva Kendra. I wish great success and fulfillment to all the students who are graduating today from the various programs and courses conducted by Chinmay Vishwa Vidyapeeth. It is now my pleasure to present the students who have successfully completed the 2017-18 batch of the Postgraduate Diploma in Youth Empowerment and Philosophy.
It gives me immense pleasure to be addressing you all today. 5 years ago, when I decided that I wanted to pursue my undergraduate in Sanskrit, I had a huge trouble in finding the right place for me. I couldn't find a university that could harness my passion and enthusiasm towards the subject. I almost lost 1 year, and this upset me. I had even begun to regret my choice of career. It was then that I heard of Chinmay Vishwa Vidyapeeth from Professor B. Mahadevan. I took courage to step to my passion and join a university that had just received an UGC approval. But today, I'm very proud and confident to tell that I wouldn't have been as better as I am if I hadn't joined this university. The very motive of Chinmay Vishwa Vidyapeeth, to bridge the gap between the ancient and modern, inspired me so much that I wish to stand as an example of that. In 2017, a group of 20 students took a bold decision of joining a university for an experience and learning that had never been tested before. These students, as one family, stand before you now as proud torchbearers, upholding the values of this university. I am certain that no matter how many batches come and go, the only batch that connected very closely to the aim and values of Chinmaya will be ours. I would like to thank CVV on behalf of all my fellow mates for inspiring us to strive towards our aspirations. I would also like to thank CVV for the greatest honor of choosing me as the first valedictorian. I would like to conclude by saying that to revive something ancient is fantastic. To preserve the revived is even better. But to reconnect to something ancient is tremendous. I wish our university all the success in the years to come in reconnecting to the past while keeping up with the present. Hari Om.
Hari Om. The journey from Chinmay Vidyalaya to Chinmay Vishwa Vidyapeeth was not that so long. But the journey from being a chaotic and confused girl to becoming a focused and ambitious individual definitely is. It was not really easy to rebuild a shattered castle of dreams. I came here with a shattered castle, but it was the mentoring, the guidance, the support and the environment that facilitated this process and gave me the courage to start afresh. So today, as I address all of you, all that I'm filled with is an immense sense of gratitude to everyone. There is one small lesson which I would like to share, which I learned in these 3 years. It is always better to place ourselves at zero, because no matter what, there will be days when we fall to minus. Being at zero will help us come back easier. And there will be days when we are at the high point of the ladder. Being at zero mentally will save us from the bigger fall. So trust your hard work, trust yourself, trust the blessings of the people around you, and appreciate their contributions to your achievements. As the passing out students, I would like to say one thing on behalf of everyone. We all had different journeys here at CVV, but today all of us are passing out as winners with best lessons of life learned. I would not say that this is enough, nor will I say that the lessons we have learned here, we will not learn from anywhere else. But I'm glad that we learned it here, because here it was not ready-made solutions that we got. It was a process of self-exploration that we were engaged in. This is just a small beginning for us, but I'm 100% confident that wherever we will be, whatever we will be doing, at whichever point of life we will be at, we will all be deep-rooted with the values that has been given to us and strong at who we are. So thank you for this amazing opportunity. Hari Om.